Throughout the rich history of the Missouri Valley Conference, there has been a number of student athletes that have made their mark in various sports. And today I'm honored to talk with one of those student athletes that's done so in the sport of cross country. Joining me now is our first ever student athlete to win 4 straight MVC cross country championships from Indiana State, John Mascari. John, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great today. Thanks for having me.
No, I really appreciate you taking the time. And like I said, it's not often that in the rich history of the Missouri Valley Conference, we see so much happen within a short time span. We've had basketball, Wichita State, be successful, doing some things that we haven't seen in the 109-year history of the conference. And you yourself have done something that hasn't happened in terms of cross country, winning 4 consecutive, all 4 years of your career winning the individual championship. I guess I've laid a lot on you there. When you hear about all those accomplishments, how do you reflect on that? How do you think about your time there at Indiana State?
It really has been a blessing being here. But when you're around a group of guys who work hard just as hard as you do, it makes it a lot easier to compete and succeed. And to make history like that, to win 4 in a row, it's something I want to do ever since I was a freshman. Won it the first year, and I learned a little bit more about the program and the conference and such. So I figured we'll take a crack at it every year, and then it's worked out. So couldn't be happier.
Yeah, and like I said, you guys have, not only as a team, you guys have won a championship there, but you 4 individually. Let's go back to this year's championship. I didn't get a chance to talk to you after that race. I guess let's go back. Take me through that race. What was that like, the competition, and how the race was in Evansville a couple weeks ago?
I think this year I was probably more nervous than nervous as I ever been going into a conference meet, mostly because I had so much to go for, and a lot was on the line. And we won the conference championship the year before as a team, so there's a little bit more pressure amongst myself. But I really didn't have a plan going in. I kind of just went with the flow, and then hopefully break the pack early on. I remember went out pretty quick the first mile, maybe 4:48, 4:50, and then was feeling really good. Honestly, the best race I felt all season long. And so after about a mile and a half, I took the lead, and then just pulled away. So it was going in pressure-wise, it was definitely the hardest. But there's Reed Fisher, Brady Johnson, Michael Ward, all great individuals in the conference, including my teammate David Timlin. So there was a lot going on, but I think at about mile 2, I looked back and had a decent gap between myself and the other runners, and I noticed there was a battle for second place, and I think then I realized I had it in the bag, but definitely was a confidence booster, and turned out to be a PR as well. So it was a good race.
Now let's fast forward to the Great Lakes region. Now you've qualified thanks to that race for the NCAA championship, finishing 6th in the regional race there. I didn't get a chance to see that myself. What was that like? The competition a little bit more on the regional scale. Who was sort of your bigger challenge there?
That race was very tough, mostly because it was more of a sit and kick type race, and it definitely didn't play into my favor towards the end of the race. But thankfully, I was able to qualify out. There's Michigan and Wisconsin guys and such. Mason Furlick from Michigan and Matt McClintock from Purdue were obviously the biggest competitors going in. And last 2 years, I actually won that meet, so. Came off a little disappointment this year, but the goal is just to make it through, and I did. So bigger and better things to come for this weekend, and hopefully it turns out better than what it did last weekend. So,
and that leads me to my next question. Another opportunity on the national scale, going to Louisville this Saturday. What's the mindset? What's been the preparation this week? How do you prepare for these types of events? You've had the Valley race, the regional race, and now the national race. Lots of different stakes on the line at these 3 events, but now here you are, you find yourself another opportunity at making some history.
Yeah, the goal all season long has been, be an All-American or contend for a title. These last couple weeks, mentally, I've been preparing myself for what's to come. Conference, I did what I wanted to do. Regionals, I qualified, did what I want to do. And now that I'm here, I feel like some of the pressure is off. I can just go out and compete and have fun, but at the same time, I have to push myself in order to do well. But I've trained really hard since I've been here, and I don't want to say I don't want to say I wasted my years working hard. I want it to be worth it, and I think Saturday will be a good time to prove what I've done and all the history I've made, and I'm willing to show it off and hopefully contend for a national title. So.
Well, we wish you best of luck, obviously, on that. And it'd be great to see you, not only yourself, but Kristen Busher-Bradley qualified on the women's side. So we'll have two individuals from the Valley competing, so we'll be rooting for you. To wrap up, my final question, I guess, we know you've got the track season still to come in terms of that, but what's sort of the future for you now with the cross-country scene sort of wrapping up? Any plans of, doing some distance running, competing on an amateur international level, or you going to stick around Terre Haute? You've been a great hometown hero there. What's the next step for John Mascari after Indiana State?
Well, I don't want to give up running quite yet. I may stick around here and, compete professionally or hit the roads up for a little while and then focus on what's out there in the real world. But for now, I'm just kind of staying in the moment, hoping these next couple weeks and next semester go by really slow because I don't want to be done yet, obviously. But
sure.
The time's going to come eventually, and I'll have to give up running. But for now, I'm just going to focus on that and compete as long as I can, and maybe outdoor season qualify to the trials, and just hope for the best, I guess. So.
All right, well, it's been fantastic watching you compete these last 4 years, and it's just been a treat. Doing something I know I definitely can't do. So we want to definitely, again, wish you best of luck this weekend in Louisville, and go get them.
Oh, thank you very much. Thanks for having me.